today we're going to start our unit on transformations, and there are 4 different transformations that we're going to work on. And the first one that we're going to work on is called a translation. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to fill in our blanks on our note sheet. So the first definition is for the word transformation. It says a transformation is turning, flipping, or sliding, so make sure you fill in your blanks there. Turning, flipping, or sliding an object on the coordinate plane. And when we do that, the figure is going to keep the same size and the same shape. So like I said, make sure you fill in your blanks there on your note sheet. So the transformation that we're actually going to talk about this week is called a translation. So translation. And a translation is when we're going to slide. We're sliding an object to a different location. And we're going to use some notation here, and one of the types of notation we're going to use is called a prime notation. And prime notation is going to be the location of the points after the transformation. Okay, so let's try some examples. So our first example says that we're going to translate the figure up 3, and then notice it also says we're going to write a formula. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our triangle on our coordinate plane, and we're going to come down and we're going to write an A, a B, and a C. And we're going to name our order pairs that we already have. So remember, when you plot your points, when you name your order pairs, you're going to count from the origin. So if we're trying to get to point A from the origin, which is right in the center, we're going to go right 1, 2, 3 points. And then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So we went right 3 and down 4. Okay, and then we're going to go back and we're going to try to find point B. So we're going to start at the origin again. And this time we're going to go right 1, 2. And we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our order pair for B is 2 and -6 since we went down 6. Then we're going to go to point C. So same thing, you're going to start at your origin again. So this time we're going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we went right 4 and down 6. Okay, so now we're going to go to our directions. Our directions say we're going to translate the figure up 3. So we're going to take this triangle that we have and we're going to move it up 3 units on the coordinate plane. So I'm going to start with point A, and I'm just going to go up 3 spots. So 1, 2, and then 3. So that's going to put me right up here. And since that's A that I moved, I'm going to call it A prime. And when I move that up, I'm still going right 3, but now I'm at -1. Okay, and then I'm going to take point B, which is down here at 2, -6, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go up 3 points. 1, 2. So that's going to put me right there at 3. And since that was B, I'm going to call that B prime. So that order pair would be 2, -3. Okay, we'll call that B prime. Then we're going to do the same thing with point C. We're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to call that C prime since that's C that we moved. And when we count that order pair, that's going to be over 4 still. But this time we're only going down 3. We're going to connect this. Notice we have that same triangle, same size, same shape. Okay, and we have one last thing to do. It says that we're going to write a formula. And our formula is always going to start with x comma y, because that's what every order pair is, isn't it? X and a y. And we're going to translate. We're going to show that with an arrow. What we're doing to our x's, which we didn't do anything to our x. Remember, our x moves left or right, so we didn't do anything to x, so we're going to keep that x, comma, but our y said that we went up 3. So for every single y we had, we moved up, which is in a positive direction, 3. This would be your rule. Okay, so let's try the next example. So the next example says translate the figure left 4 points. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start by naming my original ordered pairs here. So if we look at A, we're counting from the origin. So for A, we're going right 6, and we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for B, we're going right 4, so positive 4, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for C, we're going right 6, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go to our direction. Our direction says to translate it left 4 points. So I'm going to start with point A, and I'm going left 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to put me right here. So that was point A, so I'm going to call that A prime. And then we'll do the same thing for B. So left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to put me right here, and that was point B. So I'll call that B prime. And then point C, I'm going to go left 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to put us right here, and that's C prime. So I'm going to connect here. Okay, and name our order pairs. So A prime, we're going right 2 and up 6. B prime, we're staying right at the origin, so that's 0. And then we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for C prime, we're going right 2 and up 4. So let's write our rule, our formula. So it's always going to start with x comma y. And we're translating, we'll show that with an arrow. So x is the left or the right. So this time we went left 4. So x, and we're going to the left, that's towards the negatives. So x minus 4, comma. The y is what you're going up or down. And we didn't go up or down there. So our formula is x minus 4, comma, y. Okay, our last example says we're going to translate the figure down 2 and right 1. So I'm going to start with my original order pairs, so A, B, and C. So A, looks like we're going right 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right 4 and up 6. And then B, we're going right 5 and up 3. And then C, we're going right 2 and up 3. So now let's go to our direction. Notice this time we have 2 different parts. So we have down 2 and right 1. So I'm going to start with point C, or no, point A rather, I'm sorry. So down 2. So I'm going to get my pointer here. So down 2, so 1, 2, and then right 1. So down 2 and right 1. It's going to put us right here, and that was A. So that's A prime. And then point B, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go down 2, so 1, 2, and then right 1. So that's going to put us right here. So that was B. So this is B prime. And then the last one we have point C. So down 2, 1, 2, and then right 1. So that will put us right here. And that was point C, so this is C prime. So we'll connect. And then notice you have the same shape and the same size. So nothing's changing there. We'll name our order pairs. So A prime, looks like we're going right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 4. And B prime, we're going right 6 and up 1. And then C prime, we're going right 3 and up 1. So our formula, we'll always start with x comma y. Translates, we show that with the arrow. So the x is what you're doing left to right. So left to right, said we were going right 1. So x, and when you're going right, is going towards positives, so plus 1, comma. The y is what you're doing up or down. So it says we were going down 2. So y, and since we're going down 2, we're going to subtract towards the negatives 2. And there's your rule or your formula.